Hello students. This video tutorial we will cover rest part of chapter input in Java. So in earlier session we have already discussed there are three ways to input in Java. First is initialization method, second is parameter, and the third is using scanner class. So first two ways we have already discussed. Here we will discuss how to input using scanner. So first of all we must understand what is a scanner class. So the scanner class is the latest development in Java. The scanner class reads the input data from a string and converts it into the values of various data types. Or we can understand in a simple language, the scanner class is used to get user input at runtime. Scanner class is a class in java.util package used for obtaining the input of the primitive type like int, double, etc. and strings as well. Means if you want to accept user input at runtime, scanner has variety of functions to accept different primitive data type. For example, if you want to accept float type of value, then you will be using next float method. Okay, so as here I told you that scanner class reads the input data from a stream and converts it into the values of various data type. So here a term point stream. What is a stream? A stream is a path along which the data flows. It transfers data from a source to destination. For example, how you are giving input to the computer using keyboard. So keyboard will become source. Okay, and these whatever you are giving input through the keyboard, it will come to the processor for further process. Okay, so there is a medium working which is called a stream, and system.in, it is an example of input stream which accept human readable form input and brings it to the processor for further processing. Once the processing finished, how will you see the output on monitor? Okay, so there is another stream working which convert this byte to the human readable form and brings to the monitor. Okay, so we have two stream, input stream and output stream. So stream is what? It transfer data from source to destination. As you have seen, input stream bringing input from the keyboard to processor, and again, so source become the keyboard and destination becomes the processor. And further output stream is working which takes this result from processor to the destination. So here source becomes the processor and destination becomes the monitor. So we can say that stream, it transfer data from source to destination. Now come to the point, scanner class. How does a scanner work? The input received by the scanner class is broken into tokens using delimiter pattern. For example, suppose I have given this number of input using a scanner class. First is, as you can see, is a collection of character, means a string. Second is float. Third is number, integer. Fourth one is again string. And fifth one is character. So how the scanner will accept different data type? Using delimiter. Delimiter is what? Delimiter is a separator. Delimiter is a sequence of one or more characters that separate two tokens. And the point which you should remember, what is default delimiter in Java? So default delimiter is a space bar. But we have another delimiter like line break, tabs, comma. Okay, so these all are the delimiter which is used to separate two tokens. So as you have given this number of input, so Java will accept this token as a string because you have separated this as by comma delimiter. The second input is float, so it will go to the float variable. Third is integer, fourth one is again string, and the fifth one is character. So this how the scanner will accept different values by using delimiter, because the tokens, each values or tokens are separated by comma, which is a delimiter, and the default delimiter is space. These you should remember. Default delimiter is space, but we have another delimiters, comma, space, line break, tabs. These are the delimiters which is used in Java. So as I told you that in scanner class we have different methods to accept different values. Now, what are these methods? First is next byte. If you want to accept a byte value, then you will be using next byte. Next short to accept a short value. Next int to accept integer value. Next long is the method we use to accept long value. Next method we will use if you want to accept only a single word, not a string. Okay, so these you should remember why we are using next and why we are using next line. Okay, these two methods we are using, so there is a difference. Next method if we are using if you want to give one word only, but next line we use if you want to enter multiple word separated by a space. So these you should remember when to use next and when to use next line. We use next boolean method to accept a boolean value, next float to accept float value, and next double method to accept a double value. Now I will demonstrate you how you will be using these all methods to accept different values at runtime. If you want to use any predefined class into your program, first you need to import. How you will import? First you will write keyword import, then the full path of that class. So this scanner class is a part of util package. This you must remember. The scanner class is the class of util package, and this util package is exist in Java folder. So you will be giving the complete location java.util.scanner. If you're specific about the class, you can mention, otherwise you can write asterisk as well. Okay, so it will import all the classes which belongs to the util package. So this how we will be using scanner class. First import that package where the class exists. So it is your choice whether you write java.util.asterisk or java.util.scanner. If you are using wildcard character asterisk, it means it will import all the classes which belongs to the util package. If you are mentioning scanner, then it will only import scanner class existing util package. So I have written this statement to import scanner class. Next, I will create a class. Class name is scanner demo. Main method, and then scanner. How you will create object? By giving class name space object name new scanner and then the bracket. Why I have written here system.in? Because this scanner class is belongs to the input string. Okay, so this statement you must write to create object of scanner class. Scanner keyboard equal to new scanner system.in. So this how you will be creating an object of a scanner class, and through this object only you will access all the methods. So first I have given us next statement, enter a sentence. So it will print a message, enter a sentence. So user will understand what they have to enter, what they have to input. So now if because I have given the message enter a sentence, the user will enter any sentence of their choice. So now we have to accept that value, accept that input given by the user. So which type of value I have entered? String type. So I should have a variable also of string type. So then I will declare a variable of string type and the variable name is s. So this is the scanner method. Next line, which is used to accept a string. Okay, collection of words. So how we will accept? Keyboard dot next line. So this next line method I have used to accept whole string object dot the method name. Next, when you will input a string, then this value will get accepted and stored in s variable, which is of string type. Next, I have given again system.out.print, means it will print a message and it will prompt that enter a number. So now this time user will enter a number, integer. So we should have another variable which should hold the integer value. So I have declared another variable int I. Variable name is I. It is of integer type. And the method I have used next int. Why? Because I want to accept integer value. So through the object only I will access that method. So keyboard, which is the object of scanner class, keyboard dot next int. Next, the message will come long value. So user will give any long value, and that long value will get accepted by the next long method, and where it will store in L variable. Likewise, double value will get stored in D variable, and the character value, it will get stored in C variable. You must remember that this method keyboard dot next dot char at 0, this method of the scanner class we use to input a character, to accept a character value. Okay, we have three methods: next, next line, and next dot char at. Next, it is used to accept only a word. Next line we use to accept collection of word, and keyboard.next.char at, this is the method we are using only for one character like K, J, A, B. Okay, so these you must remember. What is the method to accept character? Keyboard next.char at. Keyboard is an object of the scanner class, and this is the method next.char at 0. That you must remember. Now, the whatever the input we have given, now it will print. Will print that all value using system.out.println. Okay, this is the method of output stream. Just like scanner is the, or these all methods are the part of input stream, system.out.println is the method belongs to output stream. So this system.out.println will print a message. First it will print this label. As a label you entered line, and then I have given S. What is the value stored at S variable? The collection of word, the string which we have given. So it will print. Next is you entered integer value. It will come as a label, and then it will print the number what you have entered. The number what you have entered, it is stored at I variable. So I will give you I. And likewise, double value, long value, char, and then we will, last statement, we will give keyboard dot close. Why we are giving this method? We are giving this method to release the resources. For example, suppose if you are using printer, you have only one printer, you are occupying that resources for some work. Okay, so other people will not be using it. Okay, once you will release. So likewise here we use close method to release the input stream resources. Now I will compile this file. Compile, done, no error. Now I will run this. See, enter a sentence. I will be giving today is demo class. Collection of words, right? String. First input. Second, enter a number. So I understood that I have to enter a whole number. Let's say I will give 56. So these 56 will assign to the integer value, which is I. Next is integer long value. So I'll be giving, let's say, this number. So this value will get assigned to the L variable, which is of long type. Next is enter a double value. So this time I'll be giving, let's say this. It will get assigned to the double variable, D variable. Enter a char value. I will be giving, let's say, T. Okay, so this much only scanner methods I have used to accept different input. As you can see here now, you entered line. What line I have entered? Today is demo class. It's printing. All right. You entered integer value. What I have given here? 56. That all blue text what you are seeing here, this all input given by me. Okay. So Accordingly, it is printing the values which stored at different variables. So in S variable, what it is assigned, today is demo class. You entered integer value, then I. What is the value at I? It's 56. Double value. What is the double value? D value 45.78979. And then long value and then the character value. So this how we will accept input from the user at runtime using scanner class by using different methods.